What's up, you guys? My name is Josh. Welcome back to another video. And in case you've noticed, yes, if I'm wearing two shirts, that's because it's very cold. I mean, it is December. What else? What else can I say, right? So yeah, today's video. This is kind of a follow up to the last video I made talking about the PlayStation 5 scams because apparently, I dove more into what's been going on, and it's pretty interesting. As you saw in the title, yes, there are PlayStation 5s being sold on eBay. And long story short, in my last video, I talked to people who were getting scammed. Like if you find like a really good deal on the PlayStation 5 because it's the hottest item at the moment, singles for the Xbox, of course. For anyone, for any of my audience out there who plays Xbox, I didn't forget about you. Don't worry. But this is about the PlayStation 5, okay? So yeah, basically, apparently eBay actually went out to actually warn people that people were getting scammed for buying the PS5. And after looking into it, it's pretty serious for the most part, and I'm very surprised that this is coming from eBay. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're always going to find scams on websites like Amazon, eBay, or whatever. That's nothing new. It's just like how big the situation is and like the quantity of like how much this whole situation has basically escalated. You know what I mean? And you guys know me. I'm more of an eBay person. I don't really like to shop on Amazon. Now I know. Don't get triggered. I get it. You love Amazon. I'm not trying to hate on Amazon or anything like that. I'm just saying I never really had any good experiences with Amazon, so that's why I'm more of an eBay person. In fact, I just bought a couple of things from there, so it's like, to think that you're actually getting scammed on there for like, just for a freaking PS5. That's not the only item though. I've definitely seen other stuff where it's like highly suspicious. And the PS5, without a doubt, because you find that on eBay and you'll find it for like sometimes you'll find it for like its normal price, right? How much does a PlayStation 5 cost? Like $400 maybe? I'm gonna search it up. I'm pretty sure it costs $400, but just to kind of double check on that, because I hate to get my information wrong, because I'm trying to kind of help convey to you guys that these scams are happening, and it's like, especially around the holidays, it's not good to waste money, and then you get like, and then you don't get the system, or you get a fake one, because that's another thing that's going on. There is actually fake PlayStation 5s being sold, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what? And I look at them and I'm like, okay, uh how do you not notice that this system does not look like the system that's been promoted? You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, there's definitely been times where the PlayStation, whether it's the first one, second one, or third one, sometimes they do have like design differences, like changes throughout the years. Like my PlayStation 3 is different from my father's PlayStation 3. He has the oldest model and I had the updated one. Single the same goes for the PS4. He had the first design and I have like the second one. So the PlayStation system, they do tend to kind of change a little bit. Xbox, I'm not too sure. I would say yes, maybe, but that's only because I don't know too much about Xbox, so I apologize for that. But for the PS5, so far it only has one design, and that's the sort of like everybody makes fun of it. Everybody made memes about it. The PlayStation 5 basically kind of looks like a router. You know what I mean? That it's like one big, like giant white thing. I have to say white because so far, that's what color it's been shown so far. I'm pretty sure there'll be later releases where the PlayStation 5 will be like kind of customized and not just one basic color, not just white or black, but it could be any other color. I'm pretty sure they will do stuff like that. PlayStation has always done stuff like that. But I'm just saying, if you go on eBay, if you look at the designs like of the fake PlayStation 5s, I'm like, come on. Like a part of me is like, how you gonna fall for it? Because they're just so easily like, crappy looking. Like you could kind of tell that it's a bootleg, but at the same time, I mean, Some people, I'm not trying to be rude, but some people are not smart like that. You know what I mean? Like if they just see something, they'll just kind of buy it without questioning anything. You know what I mean? And you should never really do that. No matter what website you're on, whether you're on Amazon or eBay or any other website that you could just buy stuff online with no problems. Always make sure, always check the seller, always carefully look at the item, examine it, always, think about the price and just think to your head, does that sound right? Because that's gonna happen a lot. That happens to a lot of people. That happens to me. You always want to make sure that you're not wasting your money and getting scams. You know what I mean? And wow, yeah, I forgot. I've been talking and yeah, I have to warn you that literally the first thing when I Google the PS5, you will automatically find some that are scams. Look at that. That just Yeah, listen, PlayStation 5s don't cost that much, okay? Just as a heads up, okay? Yeah. Oh wow, actually no, the PS5 is actually I was wrong. It was way more expensive than I thought. So a PS5 costs like $500. Are you serious? Okay, well, just to kind of give you guys a good understanding, because yes, if you do go on eBay, you will find some PlayStation systems that are around that price line. I could have sworn I seen some for $400. I mean, maybe those are the scam ones. I'm not sure. I don't have too much of knowledge when it comes to buying a system. I know how much it costs when it comes to games. Obviously, if you buy a brand new game, that's going to cost you like $60. That's pretty obvious. And for some games, sometimes the prices might be lower. I've actually seen some games that are actually higher. I won't get too much into the static you get what I'm trying to say, right? I won't analyze too much about that. I just thought I'd just kind of give you guys a heads up and be careful when it comes to eBay. And it's not just eBay too. Even like that's been like a big deal, everywhere, honestly. Even in like in towns and in cities, like for some reason like the Troy police department has to like kind of step in and be like, hey, watch out for scam. I'm not joking either. This is coming from like articles and different websites like Business Insider, you know, uh, Detroit Free Press. Uh it's very interesting when stuff like this gets out on the news and all that, cuz I talked about it in my last video. The news covered this and I was like, especially for the holidays, that's pretty messed up too, especially during a pandemic. Like, come on, man. And that's where the messed up part kind of comes in too. Uh, I want to call it the C word, but I'm worried that YouTube, because apparently YouTube is very grubby when you say the name of the virus. I said the C word before in the past, and I haven't got my videos deleted yet. But just to say safe, I think you guys know what I mean by the C word, right? Like we're in a pandemic. There's a virus going around. Long story short, a lot of people's jobs, they had to like kind of leave their jobs, they had to quit their job, they had to lay back some hours. So, that's just sad. That's just, it's scary too, because you could be working and then you never know when you have to close. Obviously that all comes down to money, because if you don't got money, you're pretty much screwed, you know what I mean? So, I can only imagine like people who are scared, you know what I mean? That they try to like save up their money and try to save as much as they can, because like I say, you never know what's going to happen to you. You never know if you're going to be working one day and then you're going to be told, okay, COVID is kind of spreading around, we're going to have to close. You don't want that, but you can't predict the future. You know what I mean? You don't know how that's going to work out, and that's just very scary. You know what I mean? So imagine this worst case scenario, right? I'm 100% guaranteed this will happen to some parents, but let's just say they're having a hard time working at work, right? Because they're worried that the job might be closed due to COVID, right? And let's say either their job is not in the current situation of closing, let's just say that, or maybe their job is going to close soon because of that and that they need to close immediately. So obviously, you just gotta work as much as you can and to save up your money and just hope that things are at least okay. And let's say you have a kid or a teenager or whatever. I don't know. Maybe you want to save some money to buy him a PS4 or PS5 for Christmas, right? And let's say you go buy one and you get scammed. You know how upsetting that's gonna be? Not you waste a lot of money, first of all, and second, the kid isn't gonna get what he wants because you got scammed. Either the PS5 didn't came or you got a fake bootleg one. You know, either one of those can happen, you know what I mean? And you don't want that. You know, heck, for oh my god, for crying out loud, there was even one article. I mean, I think they're exaggerating. I don't know, but apparently one person said that he actually bought a PS5 for like $900. You know what? Was it $900? Was it? So he paid like a crazy price just for a PlayStation 5, and he said that he got a toy duck in the mail, and I'm like a part of me wants the belief in that story, but it could be not true. It could be a lie, because journalists, listen, let's be honest, journalism's kind of a joke at this point. You get a lot of idiots out here complaining about small, tiny little stuff. I mean, I could go on and make videos just talking about that alone, but then again, I mean, obviously they just wanted to warn people about the scams, that are going around with, not just eBay but other retailers as well, right? And it's like, and don't get me wrong, even Xbox is also suffering through that problem, but for some reason not as much. You see it mostly with just PlayStation 5. You don't really see it that much with the new Xbox getting scammed. There are some mentions of it, but just not as much. And since I've openly admitted that I'm more of a PlayStation guy, it only makes sense that I kind of continue with this topic, you know what I mean? Because it's not fair. It's not fair to like work your ass off so much, save some money, buy a PS5, and then you don't end up getting one or you get a fake one. That's like a big slap in the face. You know what I mean? And, I don't know how you could get your money back. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been scammed on eBay a couple of times in the past. And, I do have an interesting story to tell because I actually did bought a Godzilla toy that I didn't know was bootleg. And long story short, uh, I wasn't able to get the money back. I mean, I kind of got it back, but not really. It's a very strange story. It's definitely a story that I would definitely like to tell one of these days. So a couple of last mentions, right, before I end it here. I do want to say something kind of funny, right? A YouTuber by the name of The Best I Can Explain. I mean, he's kind of changed his name a couple of times. I think now it's like Best I Can Game. He's a really good YouTuber. He does some pretty good stuff. His videos are better quality than mine, so I do suggest his content. Uh, uh, Before I go on, in case for any of you guys who've been around my channel for a while and seen not all my videos, but at least a good portion of them, you're probably thinking, "Hey, Josh, isn't that the same YouTuber that basically said that you make no sense because of that whole Playmates Toy Shin Godzilla crap?" Yeah, he is the one that called me out on that. Don't get me wrong. I watched the video and I see what he means with some of the stuff. Maybe I did make a couple mistakes in that video I made. It's kind of an old video anyway. That's like almost a year old. So obviously what I say then is a little bit different now. Uh, we're good friends now though. No beef because I remember looking at the video and I saw a comment when someone saying you got some new beef. No, I don't like to do that. Uh, I do stand by though. I don't think Playmates ripped off NECA's Godzilla toy. I still stand by that. The reason why I mention him though is because he actually commented on my if you want to avoid all these scams and all that, just simply don't buy a PS5. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. Pretty much. Just wait. Wait after the holidays. I know you're desperate. You want that PS5, but like I said in the last video, I think the best option here, if you want to avoid scams, just wait. I mean, I get it. Maybe you're worried that a game that you really wanted on the PS5. You know, you're worried that everyone's gonna spoil it online. Like I remember when Spider-Man Miles Morales came out, everybody was playing that game like crazy. And you know, like I say, I'm a Resident Evil fan, so I just look at Resident Evil videos, and sometimes that game just kind of pops up. Spider-Man Miles Morales, all boss fights, and then they show in the thumbnail. I'm like, oh man, because it's like, I mean, I'm debating if I want that game because my eyes are really set for Resident Evil Village, but that game will not come out until April. So I don't got too much to worry about. So I get it if you want to get the games fast and get the system so that maybe no one will spoil the game for you online, or just avoid YouTube. You could just do that too. Or you know, you just want to get a PS5 for, you know, for yourself or for your son or for your daughter for Christmas. You know, I get it. It's been a really, really shitty year. You know what I mean? It's like you just want this year to end already. You know, it's like, you know, things are going to be tough next year. So it's like, you know, let's have something to kind of take our minds off of that. You know, like I remember there was this journalist, a very, very, very stupid just article reviewing the PS5, and like half of it is about politics and all that. And it's like, why do I want to hear this? You know, I want to play a PlayStation 5 so that I could avoid all this drama that's going around the world. Why would I want to be sucked back into that? I feel like I should cover that article. It's on Kotaku. Long story short, Kotaku is also a joke. Like honestly, like what's with these journalists that used to take their work serious, but then they don't even take their work serious anymore? Like honestly, I feel like that should be the next video I should talk about, that one article about the PlayStation 5. But then again, that article has been around for a while now. I'm pretty sure if I talk about it, it's not really relevant anymore, you know. So yeah, that kind of ends that, you know. So like I say, I might make a video about that article. I'm not sure. You know, I'll think about it. As for I do want to get some. I do want to get caught up with some Godzilla versus Kong, because apparently yesterday a small little teaser trailer. Well, not a trailer. It's only like 4 seconds long. I feel like I should talk about that. So hopefully, I should have time this week. I don't really see anything, uh, you know, busy or anything like that. So I should, you know, touch on that. One last thing before I end the video is that my channel has actually been growing tremendously. It's actually been doing pretty well. We've gotten a lot of subs. We've gotten like, I think 231 so far. That's incredible. That fast. You know, and I'm very happy about that. You know, I'm glad that I'm able to kind of keep growing with the channel a little bit though. I don't plan to change my format too much, so pretty much what you see now is probably what you'll get more in the future anyway. Uh, what's funny is that I've noticed I'm getting more subs, but I'm not getting too many views, like barely any views, like barely anything. So I don't know if it's YouTube being stupid again, not notifying you when the video's up, but I'll just let you know, you know, what's up with that. We'll take a look. And yeah, I'm just gonna end it right here. So let's see how that, you know, that video goes. You know, maybe I'll do it tomorrow or maybe Wednesday, who knows. So until then, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.